If immigration agents want access to the network of license plate tracking cameras all over Colorado, they know where to go to get it. Loveland. Weeks after we revealed that Loveland was sharing that tracking data with ICE through the ATF, we have learned that Loveland also gave access to Customs and Border Patrol. The company behind the camera network tells our Spencer Soisher the Border Patrol is not one of their partners. So Loveland Police must have specifically turned over that tracking info.
When we found a Loveland Police Department account running searches in the Flock license plate reading database for ICE back in April, they blamed it on the ATF. Loveland Police said they gave the ATF access to their account, and an ATF agent ran searches for a violent offender on behalf of ICE. But what we just found could be tough to pin on someone else.
It's frustrating to have to be here again.
We've obtained new records detailing who Loveland Police is sharing their Flock data with as of this week. The document is filled with law enforcement agencies from across the country. Expected, since Loveland chooses to be part of Flock's national sharing network. But deep at the bottom of the document, page 38, we found Loveland is sharing its camera data with U.S. Border Patrol. Flock says Border Patrol is not a customer, nor on the national network, and that Loveland Police had to have made an outside one-to-one sharing agreement with Border Patrol.
Loveland, Colorado is probably about as far away from a border as you can possibly get, either Canadian or Mexican.
Democrat State Senator Julie Gonzalez sponsored a state law that took effect in May, prohibiting any state or local government from sharing personal identifying information for the purpose of immigration enforcement. That includes license plates.
I'd like to understand what the U.S. Border Patrol could possibly be involved in that doesn't involve immigration enforcement.
Gonzalez says if Border Patrol searched Loveland's database after the law went into effect in May, that could be a violation. But when we asked for a full audit of who is searching Loveland's data, the police department told us we'd have to fork over $4,200 for it.
I'm mystified as to why we're focusing on a license plate reader.
The other way to know would be to speak with Police Chief Tim Durant. We've tried. Last time we tried, we got this text saying he'd be too busy for 2 weeks. Our 7th straight request for an interview today was not accepted either. I asked the Attorney General's office if this is something they plan to look into. They declined to comment. Gonzalez says the AG should be investigating if searches have happened since this law changed in May.
Right, because that's the thing. I mean, law enforcement still has to follow state law, even if they say personally disagree with it.
Right, and that's what they carved out in this new law that they put in place earlier this year, that personally identifying information, which a license plate includes, it applies now to local governments as well as state government.
Something tells me that Spencer Soisher's emails to Loveland PD are going into the junk file. I don't know. All right, Spencer, thank you.